Welcome to the Skorpion G replay on the Tundra map, and we've got the pleasure of watching Cheezix play the Skorpion G together with his platoon mate in the M46, the Patent KR. I managed to actually win myself a Patent KR a week or so ago in the Christmas surprise box thingy, so yeah, I've been playing that tank as well. It's quite nice, and I've also been playing the Skorpion, which you've seen the Ace Tanker badge on my, or the Ace Tanker badge on my channel. So Cheezix sent me this replay, asked me to check it out, and it was a really good match, and it was both very positive and very negative, but we'll get to that later on. So he tries to snap a shot into the E25, doesn't unfortunately connect, and he just keeps driving up the hill. Enemy team has 3 RT, and the Skorpion is a massive tank and doesn't really like RT, so yeah, Cheezix has to watch out what he does. But obviously this T-34-3 should have actually watched out what he was doing as well, because he lost pretty much all his HP. This tank is merciless if this gun hits, because it's got 490 average damage, and that is quite a lot of HP for a tier 8 tank to lose. Not to mention if he loses the same amount to someone else as well. So yeah, 2 of the enemy tanks here killed, and Cheezix moves up the hill. Doesn't get spotted by the T-34, so he's basically managed to get up to on the hill unspotted, which gives him the ambush spot or shot on enemy tanks if they manage to pop around. So his friend in the pattern has actually moved up as well, and Cheezix is seeing just if he can spot the E25s or whatever again, but this IS-6 shows himself, and I actually didn't realize you could shoot that position from here, but then again, usually no one actually uses that position that the IS-6 was doing. So yeah, it's a good thing to remember. Nice shot into the IS-6, and now he wants to shoot this KV-2. KV-2 instantly aims in his direction, and unfortunately he misses, but he can't hang around there and just take a shot of the KV-2, because the KV-2 has a derp gun and will do massive amounts of damage to this tank, because even though this tank is quite a really nice platform for an awesome gun, it has no armor. It takes HE damage like mad, so you have to avoid getting shot by HE guns of any caliber, basically, because I think you've got something like, don't know, 20 armor, even less. So yeah, basically anyone that sneezes in your direction will basically do damage, so that's one thing to keep in mind. But you have an awesome gun, you have a turret, so there's quite a bit of possibilities for this tank to make use of. And Cheezix is yeah, using one of them, which is the reverse speed, but it's not really helping against the E25. Still though, tries to find a shot, managed to snap the shot in, 473 damage to the E25. So not bad, but he sat still in the middle of the open, a little bit on the long side, so you never really want to do that in this tank. But that was an opportunity too good to pass, so kills the E25, and now his platoon mate and him are up against the T-34. So nice shot into the T-34, and he has to sort of start to take into account that RT might be looking in his direction funnily. So yeah, he's being a bit careful. He's letting his platoon mate do the initial spotting at the moment, but then he decides to actually try and go up the ridge and see if he can hit something else, because the T-34 is a little bit afraid at the moment. He won't necessarily push up the hill aggressively, so that gives Cheezix a nice opportunity to snap a shot into this Borsig, and he reloads HE, and that's a really smart thing to do in this gun, because it does really nice HE damage against Borsigs and other Skorpions. Kills the Borsig, 589 damage. I mean, I've shot other Skorpion Gs with mine using HE, and I've done 650 damage on average or something per shot, so it's simply quite amazing if you use it. So He reloaded the regular shells again, seeing if the IS-6 pops up again. Cheezix has got binoculars on this tank. I believe I've got coated optics on mine to just have the better view range all the time, but binoculars are definitely a good choice. So, really nice snapshot across the map into the turret of the Super Pershing. And there we have the enemy IS. Disappears, but Cheezix snaps a shot into him. And IS-6 we can see is moving up onto the cap, more or less. Cheezix snaps another nice shot into the KV-3. But still isn't spotted by the IS-6. The IS-6 has terrible view range. Shoots one into the turret. That should actually pan into the IS-6 turret, because it's got really terrible armor on the front of the turret. Most of their stuff is still 175, I think. But unfortunately, his platoon mate is taken out by RT, so now the T-34 is up against Cheezix again. He isn't necessarily expecting Cheezix, so Cheezix pops around the corner, snapshot a nice shot in, and reverses back up the hill. It's now Cheezix against the whole of the enemy team. At the moment against 6 tanks. Moves around the corner, snaps a shot into the T-34, which obviously bounces. Unfortunately, T-34 managed to shoot him and ammo rack him as well. So, again, RNJesus tries to screw over Cheezix, but he managed to kill the T-34, but also bounced 511 damage. So that was quite interesting. But yeah, these are the moments where the gameplay itself, the game itself with the RNG is trying to screw you over as a better player. Just bouncing off a T-34 with a gun that has 248 pan is a bit retarded, but hey. Managed to take out the E-25, and now we have the IS-6. Got spotted by the IS-6, so yeah. It's completely legit. Obviously the IS-6 has got really great view range, it seems, which is not the case. Mine's as blind as a bat, but I guess spotting mechanics. So Cheezix managed to dodge the RT luckily, and now he's back up on the hill, because you don't want to pop out in the same direction as before. Spots the IS-6 moving into the cap, but obviously he can't really shoot the IS-6 from here because there's a massive rock on the cap circle. So yeah, he has to make a choice at some point, because unless the IS-6 is completely retarded and pops out, there's no way that Cheezix is actually going to get a shot into the guy. So got surprised by Super Pershing that finally managed to move up. RT again misses, and Cheezix dodges, but unfortunately he has a broken gun now against the Super Pershing, which is unfortunate. Super Pershing dings his shot, which was interesting as well, because he was angling downwards, so that shot actually had way less armor to go through than normally. So don't know why that dinged, but again, RNG not really being favorable. This shot, however, luckily goes through, and he instantly moves downhill. Takes it a little bit easy. RT hits him, and he moves around the corner, and the IS-6 didn't actually spot him. He was just holding his shot for a really weirdly long time, unfortunately. So Cheezix lost, well, the remainder of his HP. So he's got 17 HP left. He's got the IS-6, but he wasn't spotted, so the IS-6 doesn't know where he was. IS-6 blind fired him. So he comes around the corner, kills the IS-6, immediately makes a hard turn left, keeps driving because we know the RT is aiming for him. He's got a few scratching, glancing hits earlier. We can see the RT firing into the ground there. Cheezix turns around, moves to the left. The RT last saw him going in the direction of the one line, so he basically goes back the other way, and he should have better view range than all the tanks in the match now. Even though the view range of the Skorpion G is quite bad, he should still have better view range than everyone else. As a matter of fact, yeah, it was quite surprising that the IS-6 managed to spot him. Probably maybe coated optics and a really good crew, I don't know. But yeah, that was a bit unfortunate. Still though, Cheezix played his tank pretty damn well, especially in the brawling engagement that he found himself in. Unfortunately now, KV3, completely logical place to be in a KV3, unfortunately spotted Cheezix, so Cheezix now has to hide from Artie again. Waits, then moves around the corner, doesn't immediately go up because you never know if the Artie will actually splash the ramp, so he takes the other ramp. This also takes a little bit more time, so the KV3 might get a little bit confused as to where Cheezix is because he's not immediately popping over the ridge. Cheezix is taking his time. Spots KV3, snapshots a shot in, reverses. Artie misses him luckily, but was pre-aimed. So that Artie was either, I mean, judging by his aim so far, is either the best player, Artie player in World of Tanks EU, or is getting insanely lucky. But yeah, his Artie aim was pretty impeccable this match, and he nearly got Cheezix a couple of times, but so far Cheezix is pulling through by the skin of his teeth. 17 HP still. I mean, that miss was quite lucky. Artie again blind fires the hill, but Cheezix is no longer there. He's basically actively hunting the Artie because there's no use trying to outspot the Artie because there's a really big chance that the Artie will not move. He's got no need to. His best bet is to basically shotgun Cheezix in the face when he comes hunting him, so that's pretty much what most Artie players do. So Cheezix is taking the long route around the back again. I mean, obviously, usually Artie is in these kinds of locations. We've seen him on the minimap, or we see that he was spotted last over there. He moved a little bit more. Cheezix takes careful aim. Broken gun, unfortunately, managed to snap into the tracks of the Artie, and the Artie still has a repair kit. So, pretty tense situation. Cheezix takes aim, and the shot, obviously, RNJesus straight through. Artie, however, driving full speed behind cover. Let's snapshot him over a ridge there, and he was really the best Artie player on the server, really. No, he wasn't. I checked out his stats. He's something like a 44%. So, yeah, RNJesus this match. Awesome work. Cheezix unfortunately gets taken out. So, it isn't a win. It is an ace tanker though, obviously. But it's a bit sad ending to quite a nice replay. I mean, you couldn't get more unlucky with RNJesus than what Cheezix had this match though. This was quite special, especially that last Artie shot while driving. I mean, that's just completely retarded. Why the fuck does the mechanics allow this kind of stupid shit to happen? But hey, so let's take a look at the post-battle results screen. So here we have the results of Cheezix's match in the Skorpion, which came to an unfortunate end. He still managed to get ace tanker though. Managed to get Radley-Walters for more than 8 kills. He managed to get Defender for killing the IS-6 that was in the cap, almost capped. High caliber medal and obviously Top Gun. He managed to do 5.9k damage. Pretty much 6k damage. He basically got a base XP of 1114. But that, I believe, is without crucial contribution. So the crucial contribution is actually another. Well, it's 900. No, it's yeah, it's achievement. So I guess that's a crucial. So yeah, either it's 1600 or something like 1900 base XP. Anyway, he basically managed to get close to 3000 XP with all the bonuses. So that's really quite impressive. 8 kills, so yeah, really nice. I mean, unfortunately, managed to get killed by the Artie in the end, which is pretty sour. I mean, that shot was just really idiotic, but still made a really nice profit. He did nice damage, not much spotting damage, but then again, he was at pretty close range, so he wasn't really spotting anything long range. But all in all, a really nice match. I think it's my first Heartbreak match actually, but it was just too good to pass up. So yeah, I'm sorry, Cheezix, that your match ended this way. It was entertaining to watch though, and it was funny in a way to see RNJesus screw you over. I mean, look, at least then I know I'm not the only one to get this bullshit all the time. But yeah, nice match, and feel free to keep submitting them, and I'll if they're good, I'll upload them. So hope you guys enjoyed the replay as well, and see you guys next time.